any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent, and we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. And the Bobcats will kick it away first. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the Arkansas State Red Wolves offense takes the field to start this game off. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. And I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. It's a big test for him.
And here's the thing. Proving it is one thing, Jesse, but it's not about you. And this is a team game. Obviously, the quarterback position is so dependent on others' success, but play within yourself, make those plays, don't make the big mistakes.
That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Gives it on the option. Not much he could do. Pick up 2 to the 34.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Looking to throw, it's Roach. Finds his man in the middle. Oh, my, circle, Spinderella. Put him in the spin cycle and picked up the first down. And the Red Wolves getting set on 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. On the run, it's Lacey. Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35. The Red Wolves come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. And some room to work. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. And the Red Wolves come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. The Red Wolves have it with a 1st and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. Works his way ahead for about 3. It's down at the 8. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Wants to throw. It's Roach. Under fire. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. They'll play it safe and try for 3. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Never a doubt. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
Well, this team knew coming into tonight's game they had to get momentum early, playing at home. They want to get the crowd into it, so you get a beautiful drive here to start this thing. You would have liked to cap it off with a touchdown, but listen, you set yourself up for a field goal, did not get through the uprights. You've got the lead, everything right now looking good.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Bobcats offense has its first opportunity of the day. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this 1st down.
Looking to scramble. And the sack all the way back at the 5. The Bobcats will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Hauls it in at the 40. And the punt team able to swing him to the ground. Guys, we'll see if this Red Wolves offense can get moving. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped a gain of 3. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Keep it on the ground. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5.
Breaks into the open. Made a defender miss. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. This offensive scoring position with a fresh set of downs. He'll do it himself. They'll make the stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that'll bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. We've reached the break, and Arkansas State has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Gets it out fast. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone.
Short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
Here comes the heat. Touchdown, Red Wolves! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. Stays clean in the pocket on that touchdown pass. A little thank you is in order to the offensive line.
Maybe find them an NIL deal, right? Feed those guys. Go get them to a buffet. Take care of those big uglies up front, because when you have that kind of pocket, you should take advantage of it. You should be able to make big plays, and he does.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll leave it with him. Running into the open space. Nice pick up on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. And the Bobcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Fires to the right. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there.
Obviously not the start this quarterback was hoping for, guys. He's now 0 for 4 to start the game throwing it. He just can't seem to find a rhythm. He's not finding his receivers. I'm even wondering if he's seeing the field that well at all. But no surprise, when you start the game 0 for 4 QB, you've got no points on offense.
The Bobcats decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Arkansas State has it ready to go to work on offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. The play action fake. It's caught. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. First and 10 coming up. Running back searching for a hole. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run.
Turning it on! He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now. And the Red Wolves trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. On the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a loss. Nice job by this defense.
He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Gets the back moving. On third and goal, they'll try to throw it in. Touchdown, Red Bulls! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Effective offense leading the way here in establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, way to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
Fires to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. And the Bobcats will punt it away on fourth down. He'll make the fair catch at the 44, and they'll have terrific field position. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. DB's right up on the receivers. Gonna run it. It's Lacey. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, give the defense credit on that one, because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on third down from the 43. Looking to throw, it's Roach. Under fire. And the quarterback goes down. There is a penalty flag on the field, but I think the defense might have the option just to take this play. They'll decline that penalty. Obviously very happy with the results of the play. The Red Wolves send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Boots his first of the day away. Was called on 4 times in the victory last week. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. From the shotgun, the inside give. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Offense in a split backfield. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
And this offense has been completely one-dimensional. They have not been able to throw the football. Guys, they haven't thrown a completion yet. This quarterback has never been able to find himself into a rhythm. And if I'm the head coach, you got to ask yourself, how many more incompletions do I have to see until I make a switch at the position?
The Bobcats come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
You have got to have pass rushing lane integrity when you face this quarterback. On 3rd down, someone gets out of his gap right up the middle. It's easy for the quarterback to see. He just tucks it and takes off and picks up the first down.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Still looking, on the move. Now he's going to send this one deep to the right. Big guy smells it. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right. And that one is picked off in the end zone. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Just over 30. To go in the half, they've got it 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole.
And it's not a surprise who they gave the football to. When you get down in this area, they're going to call his name. The physical back, they're going to give him the football. They're going to use their identity of physicality and run game down here in the red zone.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, it is hard to beat Jonesboro when that town is buzzing as it is today. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day.
Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. Pocket breaking down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Release to the back. And they're not on the same page there.
You see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. You don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong, but sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
Quarterback now breaking the field. Grab behind the line. It's Daly. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. And the Bobcats will line up to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. Looking for a man. It's Roach. Makes the grab. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. And the Red Wolves can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The give on the option. There he goes. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. A first down for the offense. Looking for room. It's Lacey.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Red pass hits complete. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. The Red Wolves are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Really need to pick up some yardage this time on second and long. Back to pass. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Well, man, I mean, you don't get more wide open than that, right? Big fella running down the field. Nobody near him. Quarterback puts it on him. You just got to make the catch.
He's got his man. Makes the grab. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Dropping back, it's Roach. Chucked it away just as he was hit.
Well, the ball hasn't hit the ground very often for this guy in this game, right? He's even still, after that incompletion, over 80% throwing, which is key. Because last game he was under 50% on his throws. He went back to work, worked on his fundamentals, and that's really showing up here.
He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Will they be able to get that one more yard and stick it in here on third down?
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here, Pop.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man. I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, I got to go the whole length of the field to score a touchdown.
They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Pass interference. Defense.
They say no thanks to that pass interference penalty, and they'll take the results of the play. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Fires left. Got a man. It's Daly. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Looking downfield on first down. Caught.
In the slant route, you got to put that foot in the ground and cut in a hurry so you can create a little bit of separation from that cornerback, and a nice job with the concentration, plucking that football, pulling it in.
Zings it complete to the right. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Shut down and shut out in the first half, but finally this offense trying to put something together. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
Well, a nice job by the defense. They're playing with a big lead. They know the offense has to throw it, and they are inviting throws over the middle of the field. make and break on these passes and maybe pick one off. Offense lucky that wasn't a turnover.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Unloads to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
Such a great job by the defensive back, dropping beyond the sticks, understanding where the ball's going, breaking on the football. Great eyes, great vision, and great hands. Looked like a wide receiver getting that INT.
That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around, that make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense, creating the tackle for a loss on first down.
That's the end of the quarter, and Arkansas State is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So we open the final period with a third down play. To the air, it's Roach. Makes the grab over the middle. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. And the Red Wolves will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And it falls incomplete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. Setting up the screen. Oh, what a move. At midfield, he's got room. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. The offense sets up shop at the 46 on first down. Wants to throw on first down. Here's a heat. Throwing on the run. Hits him in stride inside the 10. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. And the best thing about this, the offense can't worry about the scoreboard. Just keep trying to make plays like that, Jesse.
I know a lot of people in the stadium probably feel like this game is over. Maybe it's been over for a while, Reese, but don't tell that to this quarterback and his teammates. They're still out there scrapping and clawing.
They pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. Trying to barrel in. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bobcats. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target, then make the big play, get the touchdown.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Arkansas State ready to go back to work on offense. And these guys come out feeling some game pressure. Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll run play action. Lets it fly. It's caught. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. The Red Wolves will snap it on first and 10. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1. They'll probably bleed every second possible off this clock before they snap it. They'll go to the ground. Got enough for the first down. He now has 74 yards rushing and getting ever closer to that 1,200-yard mark. And the Red Wolves kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. He'll keep it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
One of the things I like about this defense is their DBs are not afraid to put their face in the fan and go tackle. And you saw it that time with the cornerback making a great play, tackling the quarterback on the option for a big loss.
Fires to the wideout. Touchdown, Arkansas State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. This team just knows how to finish. They keep getting better and better and better, and they are close to going 9-0.
Fellas, how many fall Saturdays have been highlighted by the great Ohio State-Penn State rivalry? Penn State handled its business today away from home. What a thorough beatdown. And what poise this generally young team showed. I think even other coaches will point to this one as what's possible.
They're going to open this drive with a pass. Look out on the right. At the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Texas State. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch it.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And everybody's got different philosophies. Some people kick onside every single time. You go for the big play, try to create some momentum for your team, but they failed. A nice job covering the kick, seeing the football off the kicker's foot, securing it, getting on the ground, and making sure your offense retains the football.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. To the air, it's Roach. Gets it out quickly. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Give to the running back. Strong belief in this running game as he powers his way ahead and picks up 8. It's 4th and 1. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. And they'll run the field goal unit back out there. This kicker has already banged a couple through. They got it. It's blocked.
Yeah, and those field goal blocks, when you can get that penetration right up the middle, the quickest point, right to the kicker. You can't go through the center because you can't touch the center with his head down, but a nice job getting some penetration, getting their hands up in the air and getting the block.
Oh, gives him the tough stiff arm. He gets it out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46. The Bobcats in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Got his man out of the backfield. If you consider the swing pass an extension of the running game, well, they shut down the run and the swing on that one.
No doubt. Locked him down. Great job seeing it right away. Eyes on the running back, and as soon as they threw it, multiple guys breaking on the football, getting to him, not letting him do any damage after the catch.
They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock.
No gain on the play.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Got his man. He'll step out of bounds. He's at the 33-yard line.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Bring in the heat. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Now the play fake. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Going downfield for the big play. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night.
And that's a really good job by the defense.
It has been said that the obstacle is the way, and this obstacle is now back-to-back. Welcome to Hattiesburg, Mississippi, home to the Southern Mississippi Golden Eagles, and fans have been eagerly anticipating this matchup at the Rock. The Golden Eagles will kick it away to start us off. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Texas State's offense will go on the attack first. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance, and this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better, and they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football, but we can't turn it over. Jesse, those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won, and last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
Well, they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win. They believe they've got the dudes offensively to win games so long as they stay on schedule. When you're going backwards and you're giving the offense on the other side more possessions because you turn it over, that's a recipe for disaster, and that's something they have to be able to avoid in this game.
Quarterback strolling away from Heat. The throw. Got his man. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. The inside handoff. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
And the Bobcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They go to the ground. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
He's got an open man.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So he got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy pass and catch.
Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll give it to the back. Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. Makes the grab. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. And once again, you see how valuable the tough little slot receivers are on 4th down.
You isolate those guys, get the matchup you want, and now go win. Nice job by this offense, getting the matchup on 4th down, and the QB seeing it, throwing a strike, getting the first down.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll run it from the gun. Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he's stopped at the 18. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're about to exhaust their opening script on the first drive of the game. 12th play coming up here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he makes the catch. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on 4th. The Golden Eagles offense will get the ball for the first time. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Pressure coming. Bought a little time, lets it go. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Golden Eagles will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get...
Breaks into the open. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to frush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I mean, you just can't teach and coach big D tackles to be that quick. I mean, he shot right out of his stance, beat the offensive lineman, and he was in the backfield before the O-line even knew it.
It's complete to the left. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. The Golden Eagles, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Southern Mississippi. Great job by the back on the option.
If the offense continues to put drives like that together, this defense is in trouble. How about the balance, the ability to throw the football, run the football, keep the defense guessing, and then when it gets closer to the end zone, the physicality to punch it in. Great start for this offense.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Swings it out to the flat. That little swing pass to the right was high percentage, low productivity.
And you see this a lot in college football. This is like a run now. This is an outside run. I'm going to dump it to the running back really quickly to try to get him on the perimeter in space. It didn't work. The defense was ready for it, came up and made a nice tackle.
We've reached the end of the quarter, guys, and Southern Mississippi has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the sticks. It's Daly. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. They went up top to pick up the last first down. Let's see what they have here. Going for the big play. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Hauls it in. Nice job by this guy finding the slot guy on a track.
Yeah, receiver just working his way across the field, giving his quarterback a nice, easy target. That's an easy completion.
Got his man. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down. It'll bring up a big decision.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Bobcats are rolling down the field. To the ground, he's got it again. Turning it on!
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Bobcats are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. This time it's complete. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. Offense getting set for first down. Rushes on him. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. The Bobcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Throws to the wideout. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
That's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep, not able to connect there.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. 12th play of the drive coming up, but they've got a long way to go here on 3rd down. Firing to the right, complete. He stopped short, and it's 4th down.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
And the Bobcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Here's the pressure. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. And they decide to trot out the kicker. It's good. That'll bring him to within 4.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. Coming out with it, it's Terrell. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Southern Mississippi ready to send that offense back onto the field. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Finds a soft spot in the middle. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Wants to go up top on first down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Wants to keep it in the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. Pucks it out of the air. Oh, what a cut! They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. And the Golden Eagles will call on their punt team. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Hauls it in, looking for space. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. To the air on first down. Trying to set up the screen. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They'll operate out of split backs. Back to throw, time running short in the half. And he drops it, just took his eye off of it in the last minute.
Man, those are frustrating because you know you're supposed to catch that, you're supposed to secure it. It's going to happen, but it's just frustrating for those receivers. Just tap the chest. My bad, dog.
He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Booker. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41.
At the 41-yard line. First down for the offense.
Got to get everyone set. They spike it to stop the clock.
No gain on the play.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. The quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
It's complete to the right. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be going for it all. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got room on the return. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half. It's first down, but the offense is just going to take a knee and go to the locker room. No surprise. Looks as if they'll be content just to head to the locker room. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, 2 quarters down, and I've got to say, this has been a fun watch so far in Hattiesburg. And the standout player on the defensive side of the ball has been that boogeyman back there at safety. They try to run it, he's filling the holes. They try to throw it, he's either picking them off or trying to take dudes' heads off. Good luck making adjustments. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the rock.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. He'll bring it out. It's Fenley. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Southern Mississippi has it back, and the Golden Eagle offense headed to the field. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And I think this team knew going into halftime trailing, their defense was going to have to step up here in the second half. And on the very first play of the third quarter, they get a sack. That is good news for this defense.
Using the game. Trying to give them some room to work with. Stopped just short of the 20. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 19. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. The Golden Eagles come to the line with a new set of downs. Quick strike complete. Quick spin on the run. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. And the Golden Eagles want to move quickly.
And after that long completion for their first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
He's going to fire deep. Into the house. Touchdown, Southern Miss.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Motion from the wideout. Looking downfield on first down. Quickly complete. Turns it on in midfield. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Wants to throw on first down. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Texas State. They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got. Now they'll try the two-point conversion and try to crawl within 3.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in games.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Looking to throw on first down. Thanks to Graham. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Quarterback on the keeper. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Let's see what they've got on second down. Back to pass. Going deep. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that off.
They're going to throw it to start the drive. Floats it out in space. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to running back, closing space and getting that fast dude on the ground.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Bobcats! They take the lead with the 6.
And, man, it's nice to have an offense that can strike immediately. They can put fear in defenses, make big plays, and you see it, man. They can add to the lead. They can build a lead quickly because they have this ability to put points on the board quickly.
Texas State, 18. Southern Mississippi, 14.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Finley. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Southern Mississippi ready to send that offense back onto the field. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Dumps it off in the flats. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Unloads it left. A strike downfield. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
So now it's 2nd and long. These corners going to give them some space. Wants to throw again. Complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Pulls it in. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. The Golden Eagles will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Not going to take it. To grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Sends it back in motion. Going right to work up top. On target.
Quarterbacks love throwing slants to big boys. When you got big targets, man, it's hard to miss them. Great job throwing to a guy that tall, putting it near his body, and he punts it in for the catch.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The Bobcats come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. That's the end of the quarter. Texas State has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. They'll try to get it through the air. It's complete on the right side. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. And the Bobcats have their offense in high gear. Wants to go up top on first down. He makes the catch. Brought down at the 32-yard line. Picks up 15 yards on the play and an important first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Under fire. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
He'll pull it on the read. That'll be a gain of about 7. Leaves him with 3rd and 3. The Bobcats come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Makes the catch. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12. Offense now working in the red zone. The give to the back. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bobcats. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Southern Mississippi has it back, and the Golden Eagle offense headed to the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Yeah, and you needed points. You wanted points badly. But listen, the offense, you know exactly what they're going to do. They're going to get in their 4-minute offense. Now, I got to start preserving that clock, using my timeouts, try to get a stop, and get this ball back to my offense.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
And this offense does it again on 3rd down. They have been so elite on 3rd down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built the lead, and they've got a good chance to finish this one out if they keep that up.
Now he's looking to throw it. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Come on, receiver. You can make that play. You do it all the time in practice. Don't come out here on game day and start getting big out.
And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. Stopped at the 13-yard line. The return after the... With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating. Welcome to San Marcos, Texas, home to the Texas State Bobcats and UFCU Stadium. This place widely known as one of the continuously inhabited sites in America, and we expect our crowd to inhabit these stands shortly. And the Bobcats will put total leather to crank us up. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Warhawks offense will take the field first. And Jesse, this offense is built around a guy who could be a generational talent at wide receiver.
This offense is explosive because of that guy. He can take routine catches and turn them into long touchdowns. He can take the top off of a defense.
There he goes. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down. And the Warhawks will hustle to the line.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Wide open downfield. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Pulls it and fires to the left. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. That's caught. It's Averill. He is delivering the blow while running the ball, and he gets it to the 39. The Warhawks come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Finding an escape route. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. That took every ounce of leg strength he had to sneak that one into the left corner. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Texas State's offense will go to work for the first time. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jay. Jesse?
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Now, we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Got his man quickly. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. The Bobcats come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Hand off from the shotgun. Still running at the 40. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Got his man on the right. Oh, he's got some space. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has, how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
From the red zone, looking for a receiver. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. From the gun, give on the inside. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Now facing a 3rd and long. Tight end now in motion. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. Absolutely perfect. And the kick is good. And guys, we have ourselves a tie ball game.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Guys, we'll see what this Warhawk offense can get done this time. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker, who is so important to this team.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Warhawks will send out the punt unit. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. On his way from around the 50. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm, something.
A shot toward the end zone. Oh, right through his hand. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Leaves it with the back. Finds a crease at the 20. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
He's going for the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas State.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it. He put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
The Big 12 has become must-see TV, and fellas, today's clash is no different. Kansas is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Big J isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by a field goal over Texas Tech. We'll circle back if anything changes in this interesting Big 12 matchup. Back to you guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They'll try the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Gets it out fast. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. The Warhawks come to the line in the hurry-up.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize, so you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Well, if you're going to get first downs against this defense, you're going to have to earn it. You're going to have to make people miss. This is an excellent tackling unit. You saw it on that last play.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. We've come to the break, and Texas State has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. And the Warhawks line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground.
Breaks into the open. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Here comes the heat. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Fires one high and deep. It's picked off. That's number 10. Bringing it back. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. The Warhawks want to crank the tempo.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this.
No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And they'll knock him down. And the Warhawks are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. From the gun on 3rd down. Gets it out quickly. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, they'll run it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Warhawks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Snagged out of the air. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. Throws toward the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Now he'll throw back into the middle. Oh, it's picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. This offense has it with really good field position. Leaves it with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Got him downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. Looking to throw on 1st down. Lets it fly. Touchdown, UL Monroe. Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. He gets a block. He's got an alley. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. What a return that one was. 95 yards. He took it back for 6. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it out. It's Averill. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. UL Monroe has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Out of the gun, the inside give. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Back to pass on second down. Throwing right. He's got an open man. And they'll get him down, but boy, did he put some dudes in the spin cycle. My goodness. Looking downfield on first down. Using the quick game. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. To pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Averill. Turning it on. Running inside the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Warhawks.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. First play of the drive, wants to throw. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is.
Holding.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. The give to the back. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives, and the best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
Fairly manageable distance here on third down from the 27. And the Bobcats will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. Guys, we'll see what this Warhawk offense can get done this time. There's enough time left in the half here, David, to make something happen.
Dang right. I want to be aggressive. I'm not backed up in my own end. I can stay aggressive here. Try to get a feel.
There he goes. He's at the 20. Touchdown, UL Monroe. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, heat that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. OC, quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He's got great speed. He just about popped that one for a long one, but as it is, he gives his team a lot of momentum with a solid return. Wants to throw on first down. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half.
24, Texas State, 17.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing that you got to make sure you do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step one, Jesse, taking care of the football.
And it just goes to show you how critical those mistakes are. Only 2 plays. That's really what separates this team from potentially having the lead. If they clean up the errors, they've got a chance to win this game.
He lobs one high down the left side. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He'll try to do it himself. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
Rides to back and leaves it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Bobcats decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 20. Will Monroe has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Grabbed over the middle. It's Culliver. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground cover to pick up the 1st. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Catch in the middle. It's Culliver. Play for this offense as they get it to the 32. And the Warhawks racing to the line in the hurry-up. Leaves it with the running back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's got it on the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. The Warhawks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. On 4th down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. These corners backing off a bit. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Right on the money. And he picks up the 1st down, and he does it. I'm not going to say spin move. That was a pirouette. It was elegant. It was beautiful. From the red zone, looking for a man. He's got him along the sidelines. Beautiful footwork for the 1st down. And the Warhawks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Finds his man. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Now on 2nd and goal. Gonna look downfield again. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Warhawks. They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the 2nd half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, you could make a good case. This is the game of the week in the Big 12. Kansas is currently working from behind. But how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you never know. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Texas Tech. We'll keep you updated as this one goes forward, as this could shake up the Big 12 race significantly.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Looking to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. Just a little off. Incomplete.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they've built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Hits him inside the 20, still going. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Texas State.
This is an offense that wants to take shots in the pass game. That time they went play action, and they were throwing the go route. That's one-on-one. Who's faster? The receiver gets in behind the defender. He is able to make the catch and take it in for the score.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point draws them closer. It's 31-24. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Bringing it out. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Guys, we'll see what this Warhawk offense can get done this time. They just saw their lead cut in half, and now they'll try to answer. Handoff from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Warhawks want to pick up the tempo.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They'll send the back in motion. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Spits it out to the back. Makes the grab. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Warhawks will have it first and 10. Send the tight end in motion. Off play action on first down. Shoots it to the left. With the catch, it's Hurtado. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. The Warhawks look to keep this drive humming.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense.
And this D needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He's got the tight end. The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
And the QB just makes it look easy. Drop back, surveys the field, makes the correct decision, throws the ball where his receiver can catch it, doesn't put it in harm's way. That's a really good quarterback making it look easy.
A 1st down run in the red zone. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, UL Monroe.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the 2nd level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the point after is good. They marched 78 yards down the field. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. And here's a fumble way behind the line.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
Time has expired here in the quarter, and Louisiana Monroe has the edge. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. He'll toss it. He breaks a tackle. Not quite so backed up after that play. He's out of bounds at the 12. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll heel off one deep down the left side. It's incomplete, but here comes the flag, and I think it's going to be a 1st down.
Pass interference. Defense.
So a little too much contact trying to defend the fade in the end zone, and the PI. move it closer. Man, oh man, those types of penalties just drive defensive coordinators crazy. Was fourth down, now first down. Under fire. Did the work himself. And a nice pickup on the line and gets down to avoid contact.
Man-to-man coverage is a great opportunity for scrambling quarterbacks to take off and run because everybody on defense who's covering has their backs turned to the quarterback, obviously, because they're chasing an intended receiver or target. So good job that time by the quarterback knowing I've got man coverage. If it's not open, I can take off and go make something positive happen.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Non-man receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt. Makes the grab, plenty for the first down. Perhaps a touchdown save.